Hello and welcome back to another video here with me, Meoni, for Final Fantasy XIV, and this time around this is to wrap up the last rewards that you can get from the Shared Fate system as of Shadowbringers launch in 5.0. We've made a video for every zone now, all 6 of them, and every zone's rewards so far, so check that in the description if you've not seen those. So your Shared Fate tab should now look like this if you have also progressed to 100% each zone. When it does, you actually unlock 2 new vendors, which this video will look at in particular. The first is located in the Crystarium, and this vendor is located in the Musica Universalis markets. In fact, this is just a stone's throw away from the mini Aetheryte for that area. This vendor, Gramsol, will have a plethora of materials from the many otherworld vendors from each of the zones in this window, saving you time from going to each area's vendor to buy the gathering materials, which in the long run is quite nice if you plan to do any crafting. In addition to stuff we already know about, the 2 new additions are the Dark, which illuminates the World Orchestrion Scroll for 350 Bicolor Gemstones that actually sounds like this. Which is pretty nice, that's the Crystarium theme, and the second item for 100 Bicolor Gemstones is a Crystarium wall chronometer, which actually looks like this in your house. It's an undiable clock, and as usual, like every other clock in the game for housing, shows the correct Eorzea time, which is something that always blows new players' minds when I show them that fact. It does look pretty good overall. I would have personally liked a dye option for the metal in particular, but I think this would look great in an Ishgardian manor design or something like that. And then the second part of these rewards is actually found over in Eulmore City. Located just to the left of the tombstone and gear vendors in the corner is Pedronile, whom will again list all of those crafting materials from the 6 zones in Shadowbringers, so you don't have to visit them in particular, and you can just come to Eulmore if you want to buy what you need. In addition to those materials is 3 new items for purchase. Firstly, the Indulgence Orchestrion Roll, which is the theme for Eulmore, for 350 Bicolor Gemstones. I mean, personally, I love that theme. It reminds me so much of the Final Fantasy 8-track Waltz for the Moon, which at this point I'm pretty sure is an intentional reference. Next up, the Decadent Fruit Platter housing item for 100 gemstones that looks like this. It's rather huge and full of fruit, as you would imagine. The pure scale of this item really is fit for a palace, and just sort of embodies all of the over-the-top decadence that you would expect to find in Eulmore. Now, you too can embellish in this greed. Alternatively, you could do what several other housing masters in our community are doing, eat all of the fruit until it's a bare item, with nothing left, then glitch it into the ceiling to make a new fancy chandelier, which is just such a cool idea I might actually steal it. And finally, for 350 Bicolor gemstones, the final reward that you can get is some barding. This is the dancer barding for your chocobo companion, which might very well be my favourite barding from Shadowbringers so far. The job themed bardings vary in their quality, I think, but this one is certainly something I got personally excited about when I first saw it. I love the red and gold theme of this set, the ringed detailed feet, the saddle, and this incredible looking headdress that just screams dancer at you. It's a stunning barding set, and without being as flamboyant as say the Titania barding or any of the other Primal Collection stuff, this is quite a flashy set and does pretty much everything stylistically that you would want from it. So after all of that huge grind, what do I really think? Well, it took me some time between other content, and as long as I broke the grind up here and there and didn't try to do it all in one go, I felt personally fine. It gave me a reason to level some of my alternate jobs a bit earlier than I usually would in content. My dancer is nearly 75 at the time of this recording, my red mage is 80 from mostly just doing these fates. I then have paladin, warrior and samurai at level 71 and a bard at 73 just from further fate farming, which gives you sort of the idea of the experience gained from just doing some of these fates. Combined with the title The Invisible Hand, a bunch of zone achievements and a lot of collectibles, as you can probably imagine, I had a ton of fun with this system and collecting everything. I think they effectively carrot on the sticked me to do fates, and I did actually enjoy doing them. I'm personally looking forward to new rewards if they decide to add more to these vendors over time, which I hope they do, and you can be sure I'll be here to cover it when they do. Thank you all kindly for your support from Shadowbringers release. It's absolutely incredible, and it continues to be amazing every time I look at those viewing figures. It means an absolute ton, so once again, thank you kindly for watching. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you all next time.